In this demo, I'm going to attempt to create a pocket on this pad. If I select this face and hit this sketch, my axis is way down in the bottom left corner. I really want to work off this corner here. So I'm going to exit the sketch application. So I use the exit application in the feature in the bottom. If I select this face, I'm definitely going to work on this face. And then I can hit the sketch icon, but my axis is still on the bottom left corner. I want to create an axis so I can work off of this corner. So I'm going to exit. Another way to create a sketch is to go into the sketch position and select a line and select another line. So again, how I selected the datums, I select those in the same order. This is my horizontal, this is my vertical line. You'll notice it has this active. If these don't come up, you have to click this icon here to allow you to pick those lines. If I hit reverse vertical, I can select OK, and now I'm working on this corner here. So I can create dimensions from that corner. So when I go back to sketch and hit rectangle, I can see I'm at 1 and 1 from this corner. That would actually be 2 and 2 from this corner. So if I go here at 1 and 1, I can come up here and click a profile. Okay. It automatically created those constraints. So when I check my preferences under core and sketcher, these are still set to 1 and 4. That's good. This here was turned on. That is why those constraints came in automatically. I honestly don't like to use those, so I'm going to turn that off and hit OK. So the difference is, if with that on, for that particular instance, it's convenient because it created the constraints already. But I'm going to come back to a rectangle, and I'm going to start here, and I'm going to come up here, and this time it doesn't create the constraints. What I'm going to do different from the last time is I'm going to highlight this whole thing, and I'm going to go right to a feature called auto constrain. And all you have to do is say yes, and it will dimension everything off that yellow axis. And that's why I wanted the axis on this corner, so I could control the distance from that axis point. So if I want to edit that, it will make sense to edit from this corner, not from this corner down here. Oops. Sometimes moving this off the part's hard because it's trying to grab the part. I'm just going to leave it there. If my students were to turn this in, I would get on about not making this look pretty. So I'm going to get these lined up on the grid. So make sure to grab your dimension lines so you can position this. Okay, I like to move these numbers out where I can read it, either in there or just move them out altogether so I can visualize the numbers. Now that the sketch profile is done, I can go to standard and exit the application to get out of the sketcher workbench and back to the part design workbench. I hit exit, and in this case the pad feature has the down arrow to the right, so you hit the down arrow and we're going to do a pocket. So I'm going to select pocket, and it defaulted to the same length I had last time. I can select OK, and now I have a pocket. So that's how you create pockets. You can see in the specification tree. Always open up your specification tree so you can see what you did. I created a pad to start with. I used a sketch, and then I created a pocket. Okay, and I used sketch 4 to create that pocket. It just keeps track of what sketches you're doing. So the next demo will be to create a hole.